And what is going on, everybody? Welcome back into the AFC South Roundtable presented by Roundtable Sports and, of course, powered by BetUS. And, guys, we have a bunch of fun games upcoming this weekend. Every team in the AFC South playing some football. You're going to see over here on BetUS some different odds. We have the Tennessee Titans, the red-hot Tennessee Titans, going to Washington and playing the Commanders. They are 5.5-point underdogs. We go down here. The Colts are 3-point favorites when they go to New England and play the Patriots. And you also have an inner AFC South matchup with the Houston Texans coming to Jacksonville and playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. So we're going to look on here and put some fun money on all these games, but we'll save that AFC South game for last, okay? We'll save the AFC South games for last. We'll go ahead and talk first about the Tennessee Titans and the Washington Commanders. So, Rossi, you guys are hot. You guys just beat the Houston Texans. Hey, man, on last Tuesday's live stream, you were talking playoffs. Playoffs? Rossi, give us your thoughts on this upcoming game.
Hey, man, it all starts with this week, right? The run, the big playoff run that the Tennessee Titans are going to have. No, I mean, we play Washington, but I mean, the good thing for us, I mean, unfortunately, it's away. But the good thing for us is the Commanders have kind of, been backsliding a little bit. I mean, they played some pretty good teams, like they played Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. Dallas obviously is not that great, and Dallas kind of shocked them and whooped up on them. So, like, it could be a winnable game. Like, it could be a game if the Titans keep it close, like they did with the Texans. Maybe they pull out an upset in that game. I don't think it's going to happen this week. I think if the Titans are going to go on this historic division winning playoff run, I think, you could only lose one game possibly, and that has a lot to do with all the other teams in the division. But I think the only game you could lose is the Commanders. But I think the Titans will keep it close. I think they do a good job on Daniels, especially him running anyways. But I think the Commanders will probably pull it out, and I'm going to say the Commanders 24, the Titans 17.
24-17. Wow. So a big Commanders win and also covering against the Tennessee Titans. Next, we'll go to Derek. Give us your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I definitely think this will be a close one. The Commanders haven't really been putting away a lot of teams recently the way that we were accustomed to them doing it earlier in the season. I think teams are starting to get a grasp on Jaden Daniels and what he brings to the table. Not to say that Jaden Daniels still isn't doing a lot of good things, but I mean, you even saw this last Sunday, even the Cowboys had an answer for the Washington Commanders. Now, obviously, that's a division game, but if the Cowboys can do it, so can the Tennessee Titans. So I definitely think this will be a very close one. I'd say give me a final score of 23-20 Washington Commanders.
All right, so Derek has the Commanders winning, however, the Titans covering. Okay, so next we can go to Ruben. Give us your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, Derek took my score. I do have Washington winning here. However, I do think Tennessee keeps it very close. It's going to come down to whether or not that Will Levis turnover is going to hurt you. Last week against my Houston Texans, it did not. Is it going to be the same story this week? Because we know it's going to come. Will Levis gives you one turnover a game. However, I think the defense will keep them in this. I think Tony Pollard will keep them in this as well. It's just going to come down to your young quarterback, Will Levis. And hey, look, he's had 3 strong weeks. If he builds and gets a 4th strong week in a row, then I'm pretty sure Tennessee Titans fans are going to be having some conversations about whether or not we could build around Mr. Will. However, I still have it being a Commanders win by 3, a close game, a fun game.
All right, and for myself, look, I am actually going to pick the Titans to win this one outright. And look, like we said, like the Titans, they pulled out a good game last week. Will Levis is playing better, but I also think that the Commanders are a little bit of a fraudulent team. I think they've lost like 3 games straight. I just don't know if they have everything there right now. And I think the Titans play with some, pretty confident football. So with that said, I have the Titans winning 22-20. So with these games, we'll go ahead and put, since 3 of us picked the Commanders to cover, we'll go ahead and put the Commanders at -5, or no, the Titans, I should say, excuse me, at 5.5 right there. And I'm going to put $10 on this one. We'll put $20 on the Jaguars Texans one later on. And if you guys are interested in any of these bets, you guys can use promo code YouTube150. BetUS will match your first deposit by 150%. Meaning if you put $100 down, you're going to see $150 or $250 show up in your account. So that's pretty awesome stuff. So next we'll move on to the Colts going to New England and playing the Patriots. And when we look at the Colts, they have a big opportunity ahead of them. Okay. They have a big opportunity ahead of them. They've had some tough games in the past, but New England Patriots are not a great team. The Colts are vying for a playoff spot, whether that be through the wild card spot, or maybe, the Texans help them out and lose some games, and all of a sudden the Colts potentially run the table. We'll see, but one game at a time for the Indianapolis Colts. It feels like their biggest enemy is themselves. So we'll go ahead and start with Derek. Derek, give us your thoughts on this game.
Well, I mean, if you don't win this one, then I can't really say that I have much confidence in Indianapolis being able to win any of them for the remainder of the year. So this is definitely a game, even where you're missing a couple pieces on your offense right now. I like what I've seen from Anthony Richardson moving forward. I think he's going to be able to do enough to keep this offense honest. And this defense, Drake May's been a pretty good player ever since he got his starts. But, there's just something about New England that just always seems to, just show its ugly head. So I think that Indy will win this game, but I think it's going to be low scoring. Give me the Colts 17-13 over New England.
Ooh, so a low one, but he does have the Colts winning and covering this 3-point spread. Next, we'll go ahead and go on to Ruben. Give us your thoughts on this one.
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
I'm sorry. People mess up now. I do have the Indianapolis Colts winning this game. I'm going to go with the score that Derek stole from me last time. I'm going to go 23-20 Indianapolis Colts. I think we do see a good game from Anthony Richardson. He didn't look bad against the Detroit Lions. His team let him down in that one. So maybe his team rises up to the occasion and he plays good as well. The New England Patriots right now, guys, they are not a good football team. And I think this could be a prime opportunity for him to take advantage of a bad football team, build his resume, and build some confidence in the Colts fan base. With Anthony Richardson, there's still some conversations whether or not he is the franchise guy. He goes out there against New England, puts out a strong performance, then he's going to add to his case. If he goes out there and craps the bed, then it's, AR's not the guy. Then we need to look for something else. So, there is a lot of pressure on this game for AR, in my opinion. I hope he balls out. I have the Colts winning 23-20.
All right, and I'll go next since I usually go last. And this game right here, man, this game in the 2000s used to be the Bills and Chiefs. This used to be Mahomes and Josh Allen when Peyton Manning and Tom Brady were dueling it out, and each of them were winning their divisions every year. But with this one, I actually feel a big Colts victory. The Patriots are not that good. I think the Indianapolis Colts wind up winning this one 23-10. It's just I don't think Patriots are playing good football. They just got destroyed by the Miami Dolphins. The Colts have a good sense of they're able to put teams away that they are better than. So I have a big Colts victory this game. What are you, Rossi?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a great opportunity for the Colts to kind of get some get back and get back on the horse again, so to speak, and to start turning some things around. I think, this is an opportunity for Anthony Richardson to come out and play well. And yeah, like Derek said, if the Colts do not beat New England, then that's a damning sign in my opinion too.
If Indy does not beat New England this weekend, just fire Shane Steichen and fire Chris Ballard on the spot right there.
Right.
Wow.
And fire
on God, fire them both.
And fire Doug Peterson.
Fire them both.
And fire Doug Peterson because F it,
Right.
And fire Bobby
exactly.
Slowick because F it also.
Rossi, you want to fire?
Not at the moment, man. I'm all right.
Oh, one game, Rossi, and everyone.
I'm all right, dude. I would. Hey, our special teams coordinator, Colt Anderson,
there you go.
He's going to be fired anyway. So but no, I'm gonna look, man. I'm gonna give the Colts the victory in this one. I'm gonna say the Colts 24 and the Patriots. We'll give them 14.
All right, so 3 of us are picking the Colts to win against the spread, and actually Ruben picked them to win, but he is even. So we'll go ahead and put $10 on the Colts this one, and we'll see what plays off there. But now, next we have a big AFC South matchup. This was a lot bigger in 2023. 2024, the Jaguars are in a sad state, unfortunately, because usually this is a pretty fun game. Will Trevor Lawrence play? Will he not play? I mean, I think that is going to dictate a lot of what is going to happen in this game. But the Jaguars are just a bad football team right now. They are just bad. I'm not going to predict them to beat anybody until, honestly, they win a game. And there's some easy games coming up. They're not a good team. Head coach Doug Peterson is a dead man walking. Maybe they keep it close. I'll say if Trevor Lawrence plays, which I think he actually will play, to be honest. I think he's going to play. Because
you think he'll risk it?
Yeah, I mean, he's been practicing. He didn't get surgery. I don't know what he would be practicing for if not. So I think Trevor Lawrence plays, and I think the Jaguars lose 23-20. We'll go to Ruben.
Yeah, I don't think it will be smart for Trevor Lawrence to play.
I don't either.
We just sacked Will Levis 8 times. Daniil and Will Anderson Jr., they're teeting around 10 sacks each. Will Anderson is 1 away. Daniil Hunter has already got there. So if I was Jacksonville, I would not start T-Law. If it is Mac Jones, man, he's been struggling all year. He's just not a good quarterback. And I think the Houston Texans defense could definitely take advantage of that. You do not need to score in the second half a touchdown if you are playing against Mac Jones. But, to a lot of Houston Texans fans, this is the get-right game. And if you do struggle against Jacksonville, this offense, once again, is scoreless in the second half touchdown-wise, then a change needs to be made before you get to murderous row and you play 3 playoff teams in 10 days. But with this game, also looking at the offensive line, they've just been struggling all year, and when they struggle, CJ Stroud struggles. Right now, boys, the Houston Texans are on a slippery slope, and the only ones who could take themselves out of this is themselves. And could the Jacksonville defensive line ruin our day? Would it surprise me? Absolutely not. I am nervous here, boys. I am not going to lie to you. I am going to go the Houston Texans winning 24-17. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a game where it comes down to middle of the fourth quarter.
All right. Next, we'll go ahead and go to Derek. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why you would even play Trevor Lawrence for the remainder of the year. I mean, embrace the tank, why even take the chance? And especially, if you didn't get surgery and then you're that lingering injury can still be there. And then if you end up playing and then it could potentially get worse. I mean, did we not learn anything from Andrew Luck? I mean, are the Jaguars just predestined to try to do the same thing to their franchise quarterback that the Indianapolis Colts did to theirs? I don't know, but I mean, it definitely doesn't make a lot of sense. Either way, Houston will definitely get back on the winning track here. The Jaguars just have no direction. It doesn't matter what quarterback they have right now. They just don't have direction. And Houston will win this one 27-17.
All right, 27-17. We'll go to you, Rossi. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw a report where Trevor Lawrence he was going to practice this week or something like that. So I think if Trevor Lawrence plays, this game is obviously a lot closer. Like Mac Jones has just been terrible. And to go along with the bad team in general with the Jaguars, it doesn't help. But I really think it just depends on who's playing quarterback. I mean, I could see the Jaguars playing. I get the whole tank thing, but a lot of these teams, like they don't think the way the fans do. Like they're gonna throw Trevor Lawrence out there if he's good to go, more than likely. So it wouldn't surprise me one bit if Trevor Lawrence suits up for this game. But I think it's kind of a wait and see type of thing. But either way, I think the Texans should win this game. Like if the Texans somehow lose this game, good Lord, man, there is going to be
someone needs to be fired, and I'm going to.
There's going to be a lot of heat in Houston if this happens. Like, and you're going to hear all the talk of the Texans are definitely frauds and this and that. So, but I think the Texans are going to win this game. I'm going to say the Texans. We'll say the Texans 27 and the Jags. I'll give the Jags 17.
All right,
and that's really based on Mac Jones playing.
Yeah, there's a very good chance there. All right, so clean sweep. Everybody, actually, 3 of y'all picked the Texans to beat the spread. I'm the only one that say the Jaguars cover. So with that said, on Bet US, we'll go ahead and put $20 down on the Texans covering. It pains me. Hopefully in 2025, I can be back here making Houston Texans fans mad, but I'm in hiding right now. Okay, I'm in hiding. I'll see all you guys next week from.
No, they're looking for you, bro.
They are at me. Hey, trust me, I get their notifications on Twitter when they tag me after every game. So I see you guys out there, and I love you guys. But with that said, those are our picks. And shout out to this video sponsor, Bet US. They power all these streams. 150% deposit bonus if you guys want to put some money down. We're going to go ahead and lock in these bets. Even for the game cannot be 0. Okay. We'll go 20. No, we'll go 10. Actually, we'll figure that out later. I'll put some money down, and we'll come back next week with this. And with all that said, guys, that is this week's show. Really appreciate everyone for coming over here. We did our preview. We did the recap earlier this week. Another fun week in the AFC South Roundtable. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. And with that said, we hope you guys all enjoyed your Thanksgiving.
We bring the boom.
And see you guys next time.